All right, shalom, shalom. This is a heavy article that I'm about to get ready to get into, right? Very exciting times that we get ready to go into, right? But yet dangerous, right? That's what we've been pushing this work, to get to this point that we're at right now. Starting at the pastors and elders of GMS, the brothers that's propelling this word. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers that teach the same doctrine, which is one doctrine. It's the truth, right? It says WEF. What that stands for, World Economic Forum, says CBDC must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society. That's heavy. All right, so let me scroll down. I'm gonna get into this video as well. Right, I just want to get straight into it. It says the WEF, World Economic Forum, and the average so-called monkey-minded American, right, don't know nothing. They don't know what the WEF means. It says the World Economic Forum has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip, right? Microchip. I'm just going to say it. It says in the very near future. You hear this? This is heavy. This is heavy. We was always right through the Spirit of the Lord, right? Let me read this again. Let me let this marinate, man. It says the World Economic Forum has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future. Check this out. It says in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. That's heavy. That's heavy. Read that again. It says the WEF has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future. It says in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. There you go. All right. There you go. And it's heavy. And you know what scripture I'm going to. And I'm going to show you something that's very, eye-opening. And I'm going to get into this video. Right. This is biblical prophecy literally unfolding. All right. This heavy, man. All right. People thought we was crazy. Thought we was conspiracy theorists. All right. We had to go through all the bullshit of this place, man. All right. But we know we was always right. We're not surprised about this information. Right. The Lord put on our spirit to understand this. It's for the people that's new to this or don't believe, all right, that what we saying is true. But the Lord gonna show you. I just read it. I'm gonna get into this video. Revelation 13 and 16. All right, and get straight to the point. And he calls it, who is he? Esau Edom, the international banking families. All right, been known as the Illuminati. Right, whatever you want to call them. It says, and he calls it all right, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. It says to receive a mark. I'm gonna go on this word mark. I'm gonna show you something eye-opening, right? In their right hand or in their foreheads. And it's no coincidence they got something called Neuralink. Look it up, right? That they have rolled out. It says 17. And no man might buy or sell. So this is dealing with commerce. All right. This is not so-called white women. This is not a philosophy. All right. This is not Cesare Borgia. This is not Christianity. The mark is a physical mark. Right. And with this physical mark, and that no man might buy or sell, save or unless he did have the mark. What is this mark? I'm going to show you. Or the name of the beast and the number of his name, right? So this mark is what's coming. It's charagma. Let's go here. Let's go here. 1 second. So I'm going to go to this word mark, and I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you. That's why you have to go into the Greek and the Hebrew to get the proper understanding of what things are being said, all right? Or you're going to be lost, all right? Right here, he said, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark right here at the very top. That word mark goes back into the Greek word charagma. All right, charagma. All right. It says at the very top, number one, a stamp, an imprinted mark. It says, let me just get straight to the point. Right here, Strong's definition. It says from the same as scratch or etching, i.e. stamp. It says as a badge of servitude. As a badge of servitude. Let's go to this root of the word. I'm going to show you something. It says root word etymology from the same as G5482. I'm going to show you something here. All right. It said karax. It says a pale or stake. So John the Revelator, he was seeing people get microchipped, right, by a needle. So that's what he was describing. He was using ancient terminology to describe something that would happen in the future prophecy, right? It says a pale or stake. I'm gonna show you something here. It's gonna get good. It said Salakia. So I got images of a. All right, everybody should know how a stake look. It has that point to it, right? So what John the Revelator was seeing people get microchipped, right? He was using ancient terminology to describe what he was seeing right here. And I'm going to show you something when you go to a needle, right? That's going to be injected with that RFID microchip. What does that look like? Look at the tip of that needle. Looks like a stake, right? That's heavy. Let me go back so you can see. See how it has that point on it? Right here. Stake, right? Go back here. Goes back into the same. Look at that point on that needle. Looks like a stake or a pail, right? So John the Revelator was seeing people getting microchipped. This is what is coming, right? And it's not nothing that we making up. This is all part of biblical prophecy. Give me 1 second. All right. And this thing is going to be of commerce. I'm going to get into this video. It says commerce, the activity of buying and selling, especially on a large scale. So basically, you're not going to be you're going to be locked out of society without this micro C-hip. Let's go here. I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna get into this video real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get into this video. I'm gonna play a few minutes, probably a minute or so of this. Check this out. Listen closely.
What you've just heard from the CEO of the GDI. So the greatest concentration of central banking power in history is really the bid they're aiming at. That's the central bank's goal. And of course, digital accounts of dissenters and regime critics could be switched off. It'd be very difficult to even purchase necessities. So this is an Orwellian dystopia of total control, the end of any freedoms. That's really what central banks are aiming at. Several central banks have, like the Bank of England, already prepared their microchip implant RFID chip to be implanted under your skin. Microchip implant RFID chip to be implanted under your skin.
Well, there you go. You heard it for your own self. Read this again. All right. So this is shortly to come to pass, whenever these devils roll it out, but it's not, it's not going to take what I'm saying is coming. Let me just say it like that. It says the WEF, World Economic Forum, has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future. In the very near future. So it's coming sooner than later. In order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. There you go. Right? There go biblical prophecy right before your eyes for all the naysayers, right? For all the people that said we was crazy, right? And that's why they got something called the Great Reset. All right, what is the World Economic Forum? I'm gonna read this real quick so you can get some clarity if you just waking up. It says the World Economic Forum. It says the World Economic Forum is an independent international organization. So like, let me go up. That's not the one I want. This the one. It says the World Economic Forum is an international non-governmental and lobbying organization for multinational companies, right? So it's dealing with economics, right? And there's these international banking families, entities, right? And they'll tell all these lies and say they're trying to improve the world and blah, blah, blah. All right. But this is what the whole C19 was about, bringing this new digital system, right? And roll out the MOTB. It's coming. Oh, yeah. And a lot of these camps going to have to eat their words that led our people astray. All right. Let's go here. Salakia. But I think you get the gist of what, what's going on here. It ain't nothing deep about it. It's just what it is. It's straight to the point. It's straight. Either you get it or you don't get it. And if you don't get it, the Lord not dealing with you. Point blank, period. Right? Let me read this again before I close it up. Revelation 13. And I'm going to read 16. Right? And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, charagma, as I just showed you, that needle with the RFID microchip going to be inserted under the skin. It says in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, dealing with commerce for you bug-outs. And we starting to see a lot of these bug-outs, poke their ugly head out like whack-a-mole, right? They just get hit with the truth though, because the truth is going to stand the test of time. You bug-outs going to keep bugging out until you destroy it. It says, and no man might buy or sell, save unless he had the mark, the charagma, right? That's what's coming. That's what's on these devils. There's these devils in game. And while these people distracted, while they chasing the worldly affairs, all right, while they pursuing their hopes and dreams in America, whatever they at in the world, all right, they're oblivious to what's getting ready to come, sooner than later, right? Because prophecy is moving. Right? We send a plethora of chariots. This all these high level spiritual things, right? This is it. Right? We'll see how long they take to bring in this the MOTB, but it's coming. All right. So prepare yourself. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Rachak Wadash. Shalom.